Hey, what's up, everybody? So, my partner and I decided that we were going to move out to the country, maybe have a few animals, a little bit of acreage, um, and it's kind of turned into a mini homestead, I guess you could say. Mini homestead in the making. We lived in a small town, ended up with several dogs. Um, was not planned. We had about 5 dogs. Um, well, actually, 4 dogs. Um, and things just kind of started developing from there. We did some rescues from the Humane Society and got a little girl from a friend that she was the runt, she was the smallest, and her mother quit feeding all the puppies at 4 weeks because the other ones got their teeth a little soon. And the little one was not getting the nutrition and everything that she needed, so we took her. About 6 months later, found another little boy at the Humane Society, and he came with a background and a story, and he was only 6 months old as well, roughly, and he just was so sad. It was just a really sad story, and he was 6 months old, and he had already been taken to the Humane Society, his first initial, and then 2 other families after that had brought him back. He had patches of fur missing. They said that he was a little reluctant about people, a little nervous around people and everything. He didn't seem that way with me at all. Ran right up to the cage door, and that was the end of that one. He, within 20 minutes, he was in my car, and he was headed home. A ball of energy. They said that no one could get him to listen, couldn't train him or anything like that. So we knew that it was going to be a challenge. The challenge, we did not know how severe. Needless to say, a lot of our animals are special in their own right, and have different things. The last one that we rescued from the Humane Society, that little guy, he has grown up to be a wonderful, wonderful friend, companion, protector. He was neutered, of course, at the vet or at the Humane Society, but we ended up with 2 litters from the little girl that was the runt. She was never supposed to have puppies. We took her in to get her fixed because we ended up getting a male blue nose pit bull, and she was already knocked up by him. So she had her litter. They said to let her finish weaning them and then go ahead and bring her in and we'd fix her. Did really well and everything, but one day he was out back, she was out front, and she had had enough of it. She climbed the fence, climbed down the other side of the fence, and into the backyard. 3 minutes before we realized what was going on. And that's all it took, and we ended up with a second litter. Nobody wanted more than us for these guys to have happy homes. We thought we had homes for everybody, and families, and everything all lined up, but landlords heard the word pit bull mix and said no. Just a little brief about the mom. She is pit bull and Malamute mix. The little boy that is 6 months younger than her, that we got from the Humane Society, he is Great Dane, Shar Pei, and pit bull. And doctors told us that he was going to have to be on medicine the rest of his life because he had doggy ADD or ADHD, one of them. And so we ended up with 2 litters, total of 16 puppies. We were only able to rehome 2 of them from the first litter to my sister. And it was just too much. Our yard wasn't big enough. Our house wasn't big enough. Plus all the cats that we had. So my partner and I discussed it and said, well, there are kids now. We can't just dump them somewhere. So I got a hold of a real estate agent and we bought 1 acre per dog. 16 acres for them to run and do whatever they want. It was a long year, 2019. Nowhere near as long as 2020. But we did 4 months of camping. I had surgery. We had to camp out at the property while our cabin was being done. We went and got a barn cabin. That's a whole nother story though. But if you follow along with us, hit the subscribe button and like the videos. We'll keep posting kind of different things that are going on. We will show you what works for us. May not always work for everybody else, but it's ideas, and maybe it does work for you. Anybody with any questions, I will do my very best to get back to them and answer them, either in a video or in the comments. We do not have electricity. We do not have any of that out there on our property with our cabin. We do live 45 minutes from our other house that is in town. We keep that house because sometimes the snow gets so bad out at the property that one of us usually gets snowed out or we both get snowed in. So sometimes one of us has to stay in town at the house, and all the cats have been moved back to our house in town just for their safety. They're not really wildlife savvy, I guess you could say. We had a lot of issues with, because they were raised with pit bulls. And the pit bulls were raised with them. They think any dog is either their friend or someone that they can get rough with and it'd be okay. We had some problems with some coyotes. We do have cougars. We have black bears. And I'll show you guys pictures in one of the videos. But we had a grizzly decide to come through the property and hang out at a little pond on our neighbor's property. It's been hard. We are now down to 11 pit bulls. We lost a few. We had a cougar attack. Kind of. The cougar got too close. It was in front of the cabin, and the baby puppies were outside in their playpen that was inside the big fence with the adults and teenagers. like I said, my kiddos are very protective, and 9 of them took the fence completely down, laid it down all at the same time. Took off after that cougar, and we're down 1 cougar now. None of our dogs were hurt in the process. None of them even got a scratch. But that cougar, there was nothing left of it. They immediately killed it as a team. And it was hard after that for a little while. Our 2 purebred blue noses, sister and brother, same parents, year apart litter, got a little bloodthirsty, and we had some issues. But stick around and like and subscribe, and I'll try to do at least 1 video a week, if not more.